Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll erase this one anyways. Go ahead. See how it does.
I'd like to introduce you to the metal roofing panels. My name's Brett Line. I'm from Line Roofing and Supply, located in Piney Flats, Tennessee. Today we're going to look at a few of the different types of metal roofing panels that are available for use and that we manufacture. We have plants in Piney Flats, Tennessee, Hickory, North Carolina, and Radford, Virginia. And currently putting in some more plants. But we're going to go ahead and go over a few of the basic type of roof panels, metal roof panels that you might be interested in using on your projects, your roofing and siding projects, and so forth. The first panel that we have that we want to look at is the most common panel right here, and that's called basically our AG panel, It's a 3-foot wide panel, and what that means is that when this panel is applied, it covers 3 feet from the center of rib to the center of the last rib. Covers 3 feet, as you can see right here. So each one of these panels that you put down is going to cover 3 feet. These panels can be used to do roofing. They can be used to do siding on sidewall buildings. That's the basic use. That's the most common use of probably roofing applications. These are what's called exposed fastener panels. That means that you have fasteners that are going to be placed through the panel into the roof to keep the panel into place and keep it from blowing off of your roof, or keep it in place. This is the most economical panel. This panel comes with a lifetime rust-through warranty and a 40-year paint warranty. The next type panel we're going to look at is this panel right here. Is called a standing seam panel. And that panel is basically a little bit higher quality type product for higher end applications. This is called also known as a concealed fastener panel, because the fasteners do not go actually through the face or the exposed part of the panel. They go back into this lap, and then you have another leg that comes over here, and the fastener is enclosed within that area so as to prevent any possibility of leakage. This panel is generally made out of a thicker material. We don't want to talk too much about these other panels. We're going to center on this panel here. Just want to let you know these are available. Another type of panel is what's called an R panel. That's right here. The coverage on that panel is also 3 foot from center of rib to center of rib. So when you're figuring your roof, or when you're installing the roof, you're going to need one of these panels for every 3 feet of length of your roof. So that's kind of the parameter you need to remember in order to work through the roof and to get your correct measurements. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this panel here, since it is the most common panel. This is the panel that you're going to find most of the time used in roofing applications, re-roofing applications, new roofing applications. It's the most economical panel. That doesn't mean it's cheap. It just means it provides good value for the money that you spend for this. We actually manufacture these panels out of rolls of steel, and we'll go look at some of those in just a minute. But we actually manufacture this panel. We cut these panels to the actual length that you need them. Excuse me. Whatever size you need this panel be, that's what we can cut it. To the inch, to the half inch. This particular panel is 36 inches long. This is actually the shortest panel we can cut. We could cut anything from 36 inches long on up to however long we can haul them. Typically, we typically see the panels probably running anywhere from 10 to 25 feet for a typical residential roofing installation. So, but we can cut the panels. We do cut the panels to the exact length. When your contractor or the homeowner needs the panels, they come in and tell us exactly the measurements that they need for each job that they do. That way, when they get this panel on the roof, they have exactly what they need. They don't have to cut the panel, which is can be a difficult process here. So these panels, like I said a minute ago, are held on by screws that run, and we generally suggest that you run the screws through the ribs and through the shingles into the wood decking of your roof, and this is what actually attaches the panels to the roof. You can see on this wall right here how the panel looks installed on a sidewall of a building or a structure. Typically you don't see this type of product on the sidewall of a residential home, but more for carports, buildings, post-frame buildings, things like that. You can see here, you can't get a good view, but you can see this. This is the roof panels installed. These are actually just some little buildings that we have here that we've built, but it gives a good detail of exactly how these panels look. A little bit more about this panel. These panels have ribs every 9 inches. They're 9 inches on center, so you've got a couple little small stiffening ribs here that give some additional rigidity to the panel. It's a nice looking panel, good value. Right now, these panels are actually per square foot as cheap as 20-year shingles. So you can actually re-roof your home with a good quality metal roof almost as economically as you can a shingle roof. So that's all we're going to talk for right now. We'll come back in just a minute. We'll discuss a little bit more about the paint finish and some of the other things about the panel, the type of steel it's made out of, how the steel's painted, and some other particulars from there. So we'll be back in just a few minutes.